My dear child. Pause for a moment and listen with your whole heart. I am your shepherd, your constant companion, your source of unshakable peace. Even when your world feels unsteady, I am the firm foundation beneath your feet. I want you to know that you are never alone. When you rejoice, I celebrate with you. When you weep, I collect your tears. When you feel unseen, I am watching over you with unwavering love. There is no burden too heavy, no prayer too small for me to care about. Your joys, your sorrows, your dreams, all are precious to me. Imagine lying down in green pastures, the sunlight warming your face, the soft grass beneath you, and a gentle breeze carrying away your worries. That is the peace I offer, not the fleeting peace of this world, but a soul-deep, everlasting peace that only my presence can provide. When you feel lost, when the valley seems dark, do not be afraid. My rod protects you, my staff guides you. Even if the shadows around you whisper fear, my light will break through. I am closer to you than your very breath. You are under the shelter of my mighty wings, covered by the mantle of my love. Every challenge you face, every mountain that seems immovable, I have already seen the way through. You don't have to figure it out on your own. You don't have to be perfect to deserve my help. I have already prepared a table for you, overflowing with blessings, even in the presence of your enemies. I anoint your head with oil, marking you as my beloved, and your cup overflows with my goodness and mercy. Every day of your life, my relentless love and grace will pursue you. You are mine. You are cherished beyond what you can imagine. My love for you is eternal, it does not waver when you are weak, it does not falter when you are afraid. Child of my heart, do not let fear take root. Come and rest in me. When the storms of life rise, when the night feels endless, remember, I am still here. I have never left, not even for a heartbeat. Today, let my voice be louder than the lies of fear. Let my promises be the anchor of your soul. Open your heart to me anew. Trust me enough to surrender the burdens you've carried alone for too long. Hand over your fears, your sadness, your weariness. You were never meant to carry them alone. I have seen every silent battle you fought. I have felt every unspoken ache. And I say to you now, you are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are deeply loved, wholly accepted, and forever held in the safety of my arms. Let me renew your strength. Let me fill you with joy again. Let me whisper hope into the deepest corners of your soul. You were created for glory, for joy, for communion with me. Your best days are not behind you, they are unfolding even now. Stay close to me. Lean into my embrace. Allow my love to heal every broken place within you. I am writing a story of redemption, beauty, and purpose over your life. Believe it. With all the love of heaven. Your faithful Father. Beloved. Now that you have laid down your burdens, draw even nearer. Let your spirit lean into mine, for there is still more I long to reveal to you. I have not brought you this far just to leave you halfway. The journey we walk together is one of continual growth, deeper intimacy, and unshakable trust. You were created not merely to survive but to thrive under the shadow of my wings. You were designed to live in the fullness of joy, to walk daily in the abundance of my grace. The world may have taught you that love must be earned or that acceptance comes only after perfection, but I say to you now, my love was written into the fabric of your being from the very beginning. You are loved not because of what you do, but because of who you are, mine. Every dream tucked away in your heart, every hidden hope you hardly dare to speak aloud, I know them all. And I delight in bringing them to life in my perfect timing. The seeds you planted in faith, though they seem to wither in seasons of drought, are still growing underground. Do not mistake silence for absence. Even when you cannot see the evidence yet, my hand is working tirelessly on your behalf. Child, rest your anxious mind. You do not need to chase after blessings or exhaust yourself trying to earn my favor. I have already set before you a table of provision, peace, and purpose. Simply come and sit with me. Let your soul feast on the truths I speak over you. You are chosen. You are called. You are destined for glory. Take these moments seriously, for they are holy. When you sit with me in the quiet, when you whisper prayers between breaths, when you lift your eyes to me in the middle of your daily chaos, that is when heaven leans in closer. I am not a distant God, unreachable or aloof. I am near. Closer than your heartbeat, nearer than the air you breathe. You have not missed your moment. You have not been disqualified by your doubts, your delays, or your detours. I specialize in restoration. I take broken pieces and create masterpieces. I turn mourning into dancing, despair into hope, ashes into beauty. Therefore, beloved, do not give up now. There is a bright horizon stretching before you, shimmering with the promises I have made. Walk towards it with courage, knowing that you do not walk alone. I am with you, strengthening each step, whispering wisdom into your ears, illuminating the path ahead. Even if storms arise again, and they will, know that no tempest can uproot you when you are rooted in me. The winds may howl, the waves may roar, but your foundation will remain steadfast because it is built on my faithfulness. I call you to breathe deeply of my spirit, to let hope spring anew within your soul. I invite you to imagine a future shaped not by fear, but by faith. A future not diminished by past disappointments, but enlarged by eternal promises. The life I have prepared for you is rich in mercy, overflowing with grace, and anchored in everlasting love. It is not a life free from trials, but one where every trial becomes a testimony. Every hardship a holy encounter. Every battle a story of my triumph written across your life. Lift your gaze, dear one. Fix your eyes not on what is seen but on the unseen glory that is unfolding even now. Your story is far from over. The best chapters are still being written, by my hand, for my glory, and for your good. So come closer. Stay a while longer. I have so much more to tell you. With endless affection. Your loving Father. Beloved. Now that you have drawn near, now that your heart is tender to my whisper, it is time to move forward with boldness. I am not calling you to a life of hesitation or fear. I am inviting you to walk confidently into the promises I have crafted for you since before time began. Each step you take with me is significant. Even when it feels small, even when progress seems invisible, trust that heaven sees every movement of your faith. The journey may not always be quick or easy, but it is sacred. I am weaving my glory through every chapter, every turn, every unexpected pause. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are a precious thread in the grand tapestry of my kingdom story. There will be moments when doubt creeps in, whispering lies that you are not enough, that your path is too broken. When that happens, lift your eyes higher. Refuse to let temporary setbacks define your eternal identity. I am the one who perfects all that concerns you. I am the one who finishes what I have begun. Every waiting season has purpose. Every unanswered prayer refines you, strengthens you, molds your heart to look more like mine. Trust that no moment is wasted. In the hidden places, beneath the soil of seeming silence, miracles are germinating. Roots are growing strong. Foundations are being laid deep so that the blessing to come will not be shallow, but lasting and true. You see, beloved, I am more interested in who you are becoming than how quickly you reach your destination. My desire is to form in you a faith that endures, a hope that anchors, and a love that reflects my very nature. Let my promises be the compass that directs your heart. When confusion clouds your way, my word remains a steady light. When discouragement weighs heavy, my truth is your lifeline. Speak my promises aloud when fear tries to close in. Declare my faithfulness when the enemy whispers lies. Sing my goodness over your circumstances even before the breakthrough arrives. You are not moving toward uncertainty, you are advancing toward fulfillment. Every sacrifice you have made, every tear you have sown, every act of faith you have offered, it is being multiplied beyond what you can presently comprehend. Hold tightly to hope. Let hope be the melody that steadies your soul. Let hope be the anchor that grips the bedrock of my unchanging character. In times when the world demands you rush, I invite you to rest. In moments when you are tempted to strive, I call you to trust. In seasons when you feel unseen, I remind you, you are fully known and forever loved. I am already ahead of you, preparing divine appointments, opening doors no man can shut, and closing those not meant for you. Walk with me, step by deliberate step, heart beating in rhythm with mine. Your life is not random. Your destiny is not fragile. It is held secure in my sovereign hands. Beloved, dare to believe that my plans for you are better than anything you could have constructed alone. Dare to let go of your limited vision and embrace the vastness of what I have in store. I am a father who delights in blessing his children extravagantly, not because you have earned it, but because it is my nature to love abundantly. You are stepping into a new season. A season marked by grace, provision, and unimaginable beauty. Not by your might, but by my spirit. Not by striving, but by abiding. Not by fear, but by radical trust. So take the next step, dear one. With a heart full of courage. With a spirit anchored in hope. With eyes fixed on the author and finisher of your faith. I am with you, now and always. The best is yet to come. With everlasting joy. Your faithful Father. Beloved. As you take each step forward, remember this, you are not advancing by your own strength alone. You are being carried by grace, lifted by a love so deep, so enduring, that no force on earth or in the heavens can sever it. When weariness creeps in, when the road ahead stretches longer than you anticipated, let my spirit renew you. You were never asked to run this race in your own power. I am the source of your strength, the wellspring that never runs dry, the breath that revives your soul. Even when your hands feel empty and your heart feels frail, trust that I am filling you anew with each sunrise. Each moment spent in my presence pours courage into your spirit, like fresh oil into a lamp, keeping your flame burning bright through every long night. I see your perseverance, beloved. I see the silent victories, the private battles fought on your knees. I see your resilience when others might have turned back. And I honor your faithfulness, even when the answers have seemed delayed, even when the winds have howled against you. You are not losing ground, you are gaining ground in ways you cannot yet perceive. In the unseen realm, every act of trust, every whispered prayer, every seed of faith planted in trembling hands is producing an eternal harvest. Keep walking. Keep believing. The winds may push against you, but they cannot uproot what I have planted within you. I call you to live not by sight, but by vision, vision that sees beyond temporary setbacks into the glorious promises waiting ahead. Vision that refuses to be blinded by present circumstances, but fixes its gaze on the certainty of my word. Do not let the voice of discouragement have the final say. Do not let temporary hardships define your permanent destiny. Instead, let my voice be the loudest in your life, the voice that calls you chosen, victorious, and beloved. When the enemy reminds you of your past failures, remind him of your future in me. When fear tries to anchor you in anxiety, let hope lift you higher into my peace. When shame whispers that you are unworthy, remember that you wear my righteousness like a royal robe, woven by the sacrifice of my Son. You are not a captive to your past. You are not a prisoner to your mistakes. You are a child of the living God, sealed by my Spirit, destined for glory. So when the road becomes rough and your soul feels faint, lean into me even more deeply. Come without pretense. Come without shame. Bring your brokenness, your questions, your empty places, and I will fill them all with my goodness. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to be willing. Willing to trust. Willing to hope. Willing to believe that I am still the God who parts seas, who moves mountains, who breathes new life into dry bones. Rest in this truth, beloved, you are never alone on this path. My angels go before you. My Spirit dwells within you. My goodness and mercy follow you relentlessly. In every battle, I am your victory. In every storm, I am your shelter. In every wilderness, I am the river of life springing up within you. Even when your emotions fluctuate, even when doubt taps at your door, my love remains constant, an immovable anchor for your soul. So lift your chin, square your shoulders, and take another step forward. Not because you are fearless, but because you are fiercely loved. Not because you are without weakness, but because you are saturated with grace. This journey is shaping you into someone who reflects my heart more brightly with every stride. And the finish line is closer than you think. With boundless affection. Your faithful father. Beloved. As you walk this sacred path, there will be days when the weight feels heavier, when the climb seems steeper. Yet I tell you, do not lose heart. Even in moments when your spirit feels stretched thin, something beautiful is unfolding within you. I am not merely sustaining you, I am strengthening you, refining you, preparing you for a glory that far outweighs any present trial. Every valley you traverse, every tear you release, every prayer you whisper when no one else sees, I see them all. Not one moment is wasted. Not one cry goes unheard. Your faith, even when trembling, is a precious offering before my throne. Hear me, beloved, you were created to rise. You were shaped by my hands for resilience, for victory, for unwavering hope. This season of stretching is not a punishment, it is preparation. I am enlarging your capacity to receive greater joy, deeper wisdom, and richer blessings than you have ever known. Though the world may define strength by outward success, I define it by inward perseverance. Though the world values fame, I value faithfulness. Though the world rewards appearances, I reward the heart that seeks me even in secret. And you, beloved, are seen by me. Fully. Tenderly. Proudly. When your hands grow weary and your knees feel weak, remember, you are upheld by everlasting arms. When your voice falters with uncertainty, my spirit within you sings songs of deliverance over your life. When the road is rugged and unfamiliar, my word lights your path, one step at a time. You may stumble, but you will not fall. You may falter, but you will not fail. Because your foundation is not built on shifting sands but on the unshakable rock of my promises. I call you today to let hope rise anew. Hope that refuses to be extinguished by delays. Hope that defies despair. Hope anchored not in what you see, but in who I am. Let my hope rekindle dreams you thought were too far gone. Let it breathe life into visions buried under the dust of disappointment. You are not too late. You are not too far behind. In my kingdom, nothing surrendered to me is ever truly lost. It is transformed. Redeemed. Multiplied. I am restoring what was broken. I am redeeming what was stolen. I am resurrecting what seemed dead. Even now, I am planting seeds of new beginnings inside your heart. Seeds that will blossom into testimonies of my faithfulness, into gardens of miracles, into landscapes of joy. Stay anchored in me. Let perseverance complete its work within you, shaping you into a vessel capable of carrying the magnitude of blessing I am preparing. There is a new song being written over your life, a song not of defeat, but of triumph. A melody that will echo my goodness for generations to come. You are part of a story so much bigger than you can see. A story authored by the God who never fails. A narrative filled with grace, saturated in redemption, and crowned with my glory. Rise again, beloved. Not in your own strength, but in mine. Not with burdens strapped to your back, but with freedom soaring in your spirit. The pages ahead are radiant with promise. The road before you is bathed in my light. The future awaiting you holds more joy, more beauty, more peace than you have dared to imagine. So lift your eyes once more. Plant your feet firmly in my truth. And take another step, because I am not finished yet. The best is still on its way. With all the passion of heaven. Your ever faithful Father. Beloved. Now that you have risen again, now that your spirit has been rekindled, come and see what I have prepared for you. The long nights of waiting, the silent seasons of endurance, the whispered prayers of surrender, they were never empty. They were sowing fields of favor that are now bursting into bloom. You are standing at the threshold of promises fulfilled. The winds that once threatened to break you have only refined you. The storms that battered your soul have made your roots grow deep into the bedrock of my love. Lift your head high, beloved. You are not the same as when you first began this journey. You have been shaped by fire, polished by grace, and crowned with my favor. Where others may see scars, I see strength. Where the world sees delay, I see divine design. Where your heart once saw impossibility, I am birthing new realities. Step boldly now into the life I have carved for you. Do not look back in regret. Do not cling to the shadows of what was. I am doing a new thing, can you not perceive it? It springs up even now, fresh and unstoppable, like rivers bursting forth in the wilderness. The doubts that once shackled you have no place here. The fears that tried to silence your voice are powerless against the destiny I have declared over you. The shame that once weighed heavy is shattered by the brilliance of my redemption. You are a light in the darkness. You are a voice of hope in a weary world. You are an ambassador of my kingdom, clothed in righteousness, carrying the fragrance of my spirit wherever you go. Walk into every room knowing that heaven walks with you. Speak with confidence, not in yourself, but in the one who has called you, equipped you, and commissioned you. Dream without limitation, for you serve the God who delights in doing exceedingly, abundantly more than you can ask or imagine. There are doors opening before you that no man can close. There are opportunities arising that no enemy can steal. There are miracles unfolding that only my hand could orchestrate. Stay close to me. Stay rooted in my word. Let your life be a melody of thanksgiving, a testimony of my unfailing goodness. And when trials come again, and they will, remember that you are no longer who you once were. You are a conqueror through Christ who strengthens you. You are a vessel carrying treasures of heaven. You are a child of promise, and my promises are yes and amen. Let gratitude flow from your lips. Let praise be the language of your heart. For what I have begun in you, I will bring to completion with beauty, with power, and with everlasting joy. This is not merely a chapter, beloved, it is a whole new volume. A volume written not with ink, but with the fire of my spirit. A story sealed not by circumstance, but by covenant. You will see dreams resurrected. You will witness prayers answered beyond expectation. You will experience a depth of joy that the world cannot imitate and the enemy cannot steal. So dance into your destiny. Sing in the freedom I have bought for you. Rejoice without hesitation, for this is the day of fulfillment. The heavens celebrate your courage. The angels marvel at your resilience. And I, your Father, smile over you with endless delight. Beloved, your story shines, not with your own strength, but with the brilliance of my glory reflected through you. And this is only the beginning. With all the love of eternity. Your forever faithful Father.